Hi, welcome to Open Hand Farm. My name is Penny, and I know many of you are new here. You just came to see the dip that I'm making for Dipcember. So let me encourage you to come back and visit another time. I have videos on preserving, makeovers, gardening, all kinds of things. So come back and visit again sometime. But until then, we are making a dip. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but this time of year, it is busy. Just today, I have a ladies' coffee group coming, and I decided to make my dip to serve at the ladies' coffee group. So I'm trying to get it done really quickly before they start coming in the door. But rest assured, this is a quick one. There's no baking and very slight cooking. We're just gonna use the mixer and put together a very quick whipped ricotta cheese dip. And it will have an herbal olive oil to go over the top of it. So simple. I made a loaf of sourdough bread this morning, so I've cut it into some slices and buttered them, and I'm gonna put them under the broiler so that they can crunch up a little bit, and we'll use this to dip our dip with. First of all, I should tell you that I will be making a double recipe. So everything I do will be double what I am telling you. So you need to start with 3 cups of ricotta cheese. And you want to put it in a bowl big enough for it to be mixed with the mixer. In that, we're going to zest 1/2 of a lemon. So of course mine is a whole lemon. You don't want to get a lot of that white in there because it will be bitter. You just want the skin of the lemon. Okay, I'm going to get all that zest off of the back of my grater here. So there's my lemon. So now that my lemon is zested, I'm going to juice it. So you will want the juice of 1/2 a lemon. I should have started a timer to see how long this was going to take. Okay, the lemon juice from 1/2 a lemon for you. And now we're just going to whip this. I'm just using a hand mixer today. You could put it in your stand mixer. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape it off the edges here. See how creamy it's turning as I whip it? Okay, I think that's good. Now we're gonna head over to the stove and put together the oil that goes on this. Okay, first of all, this recipe calls for fresh ingredients. I've decided that I'm going to use dry ingredients because fresh ingredients are very expensive. And more than likely, you have all of these ingredients on hand if you want to make this dip. So we're going to start with, and remember, I'm going to tell you the amount you need, but I am doubling the recipe. We're going to start with 1/2 cup of olive oil. And to that, we're going to add 1/4 cup of parsley. Now, because we're using dried, we don't need as much. And I am going to use my mortar and pestle and kind of break that up a little bit because it is in pretty big leaves. And if I see any sticks in there, I'll grab those out. All right, so we're gonna add that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this heat on, let it be getting warm. All right, next we need 1 tablespoon of rosemary. I have a 1/2 tablespoon measure here. Now this oil will rehydrate these spices. Oh, it smells so good. Next, we need 2 tablespoons of basil. Now, if you're still in a prime garden season, you might be able to go out to your garden and pick these, but I'm not. My basil is long gone. Oh, that smells so delicious. All right, and now we need 3 cloves of garlic. And that is minced. I actually pressed mine out of my garlic press. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to add some red pepper flakes. We need 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And we're going to kind of just stir all that together. Oh my word, you guys, this smells delicious. Oh, so good. I'm gonna turn my heat down. I'm gonna put my bread in the broiler, let it start crusting up. Okay, now we're going to add, to top this off, some balsamic vinegar. It calls for 1.5 teaspoons. So that's gonna be 3 for me. Gonna add it in there. And I'm just gonna let this kind of simmer while my bread gets crusty because I want those herbs to get softened. Okay, we got all the parts of this done and now we're going to put it together. I'm just gonna pour this here. I might hold some back and do a separate plate. And now I'm just gonna use a little ladle to ladle this oil on top of it. And now we're gonna use a piece of bread and taste it. So let's give this a try. Oh, it's so creamy. That is so good. The lemon and the cheese, so good. And of course the herbs and the oil and the toasty bread, it's a winner. I don't know if you have seen any of the other Dipcember videos, but there are plenty out there and they are wonderful. So if you are looking for something to use for an upcoming holiday party, be sure and check them out. I haven't seen all of them, but the ones I have seen, they look so good. Thanks, Angela, for inviting me on this Dipcember adventure with you. And until next time, blessings on you and yours.